Hey everyone, welcome back to White Pine Homestead. I just wanted to do a quick video real quick. We thinned our onions out the other day and I wanted to show you what I was doing to use those. They're kind of scallions or some of them had like, I don't know, 1 inch small onions on them that we don't want to waste. You could throw those in cooking, you could do whatever you want with them, but I thought I would just do something a little different, give us some variety and just show you what I'm doing with that. So I'm just going to move the camera down and talk to you as I go. I think you guys can see there. So the first thing I did is I went ahead and, well, for a couple days, my dad and I individually scoured the internet trying to find a brine that we wanted to use to pickle these. And I was looking up like, I don't know, pearl onions, recipes and things like that. Everything I found had a ton of sugar in it, and I didn't want these to be sugary at all. I wanted them to, be more like a dill pickle, except for I didn't want them to be a pickle. Otherwise, I could have just thrown these onions in some old dill pickle juice. But what I did find, the recipe is so simple, and it was on the website oldtimefamilies.com, I believe. Hopefully I have that correct. I will put the link below and you can see if that's correct. Anyways, I think I got it right. But it's an English recipe, and all it is 4 cups of vinegar and 2.5 tablespoons of pickling spice, which I buy mine in bulk. So here it is in my half-gallon jar. You boil those things up and have that ready. Prior to boiling those up, you've already cleaned, have your onions ready, and they've been sitting in a salt water for 4 hours or up to 24 hours overnight. I did mine actually for a day and a half because I didn't get to them and they were still perfectly fine. And the whole point of doing that step is to make the onions stay crisper and not get soggy in the jar. So they're more like a crisp pickle in a sense. So you put them in 4 cups of water and 4 cups of water and 1/3 cup of salt, and you let that sit for 4 hours at least, up to 24. Like I said, I went longer and it was just fine. I packed them in this jar because that's how many I had, and then I made the vinegar solution, which was 4 cups of vinegar and what did I just tell you a minute ago? 2.5 teaspoons of pickling. And once that came to a boil, I just put this on here and sealed it. Now, on the recipe that I saw online, it said you can also, you could can these if you wanted, and it had the directions for that. You could not can them and store them in your, if you have a root cellar or another refrigerator or anything like that. I'm actually, because there's only this one jar, we didn't have that many onions, I'm just going to stick them in our refrigerator. This will probably seal just simply because it's hot. I'm not going to, go to the steps to boil bathing them. If I had a ton of them, I still probably wouldn't do that because based on the information on there, the lady that made them, her husband, like I said, it's an English recipe, and he grew up using those, and he did not prefer them when they were boil bath canned because it made them softer and he likes them more crisp. So doing it the way that I'm doing it now, they should have a little crunch to them. And then they're ready in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, we could go ahead and enjoy these. What I'm doing here, these are all the ends of the onions that I went ahead and peeled. It's absolutely crazy. It's this whole bag of them. All of this came off of the ends of this one jar. This is 1.5 pints, and it wasn't quite full. I threw in some fresh garlic that we have grown as well. So I didn't even have, 1.5 pints. That's, I don't know. There's a few cups in there. It came to about here when I did it, I think. Then I threw the garlic in, so it came to about there. So it was almost 1.5 pints. Anyways, I'm slicing these all up. The ends, the very ends I'm letting go. And I'm going to throw these on my dehydrator. I absolutely love to use these in soups or stir fries. They're just lovely. And I just feel like, hey, like we've talked about before, waste not, want not, right? So I'm just taking a look at these and making sure that we're chopping up the ones that are in good condition because we don't want those other ones in our dehydrator. Okay. What have you guys been up to? I mean, I started my morning out walking outside. My livestock guardian dog gets put up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I got him put up at 5. I walked my English Shepherds. I watered the garden, and I had all that done by about 6. And then I finally came in and had a cup of coffee, had my Bible time that I like to have in the morning, and reading and prayer time. Then my dad came in, and off we were just going with the day. So it's been busy. It's that time of season. It's absolutely crazy, and we're just going. And I'm going to assume that if you're watching this, you probably are too. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on with you, but I've just come to the realization, and just thinking back on the goals that we're working towards and where we want to be. And I can look at people around me in my environment and other places that are way further than I am. And I'm like, oh, that's where I want to be. And I'm so excited. And we're on our journey there. I also see people, that's my dishwasher, sorry, that aren't where we are yet. And so we're all in different spots in our journey to, if you're on that journey to becoming self-sustainable. And I just want to encourage you to keep going, but also not to compare yourself to everyone else. You know, go ahead and learn from them, and you know, have conversations and stay in the midst of it, but don't be down on yourself if you're not where you're at, because I find for myself anyways that I'm often have so much that I want to get accomplished, and I'm running myself ragged trying to get there. And I have to slow down and remember that I can only do so much, and homesteads aren't built overnight. It's never happened that way unless you inherited one that was fully operational when you got there, and if you did, that's amazing. Or if you're able to, like my husband's, he doesn't get to be home. There are homesteaders out there that had, inheritances or whatever, or they've sold, I don't know, they've made opportunities have come into their lives where they are able to stay home full time, even though that maybe wasn't their lifestyle before that. We're not able to do that. And so often I'm doing a huge portion of it. I'm blessed with having my father here now who's able to help me and encourage me, and we just keep going, and I really appreciate that. So, and then there's people that maybe are just doing it completely solo and don't have any help. You know, when Nick's here, he's constantly working and going, and we have to slow down occasionally and have some time with our family. But the whole point of me blabbering on about this right now is just to encourage you to not feel bad about where you're going, continue to work towards your goals, and just know that everyone's journey is different, and you don't have to feel bad that you're not where somebody else is at. Someone else is trying to get where you are right now. So, all right, that's it. That's my spiel. That is the pickled onion recipe. I thought you guys would really enjoy. Like I said, I think it's oldtimefamilies.com, but I will put a link down in the description below if I'm incorrect on that. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's English-styled pickled onions. Don't waste your onion tops. Dehydrate them. Use them later for other things. They're lovely in stir fries and such. Do your best and let God do the rest. Hope you're all doing great, and to see you in the next video. Bye.